All right, on to hole number 3 of Kaho Backwoods. So lots of different ways to play this. I'm sure most people just throw it right up the middle here. So this is the beast, the PD, the Discmania PD. I usually just aim kind of right in here. I like this versus the Sapphire that I bagged just because the Sapphire is a roll feature. So it stops. This one will slide up there. That one didn't get as much distance. But let me see if I can get a little better than that. Again, just kind of try to hit that gap depending on what the wind's doing. And any sort of 10, 11 speed I feel like is going to get up there close to the basket like so. That's usually about where I end up. You don't want to go too far on this. There is a wall back there, but there's some bushes and trees and stuff that you can get caught behind. So usually if I'm not going for it, then I'll just throw this and end up right about like that with a tap-in birdie. You can throw more disc, especially if you're going for it. You can throw the ride. It's just harder to get it high enough to where it's going to sit down. If you throw it low like this, it's going to be way too deep. It's not on a very good line, but you can see the potential danger there with the wall and trees and bushes and OB. And this is a Sapphire accurate roll, and it's just probably going to stop way too soon. So that's why I choose the beast. But if I'm going to go for it, a couple different lines. The one I used to throw is just kind of a really high glide skip through that gap here. Just kind of use that top chevron and kind of line it up on those branches, or the middle chevron. Just find a spot that you like that puts it at a good kind of skip height when it lands. And you can see the potential there. It's hard to get that skip height just right, but there's potential for making it. I made that once or twice like that, but I found this line and I like it a lot better. I'm just kind of line it up at that tree and then put a lot of hyzer on it, and hopefully you can get an idea here. This is a little left, but it skips high enough to hit the basket, but it also stays low enough to where it's going to hit that wall. So as long as you miss this big tree that you're aiming at, then it usually can get by everything else and give you a decent shot at the basket. This is a little left, but again, even when I miss way left, it's still a safe miss. See if we can't get it zeroed in. I'm gonna slide to the left. Just kind of makes the angle a little better when it's curving back towards the basket. I need to do something to get farther to the right. I'm just putting a little too much hyzer on it. I think I'm worried about that tree. This is looking a little better. Waiting a little bit. This is right at it. Go in. Oh, darn it. Right through the chains. All right, slide to the left. Line it up with this tree. Not too much hyzer, but enough to just miss the tree. Oh, this is looking good. Go in. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I thought that was in for sure. We're getting close though. Thought this was going to take me a little longer, but I feel like we can get this one pretty quick as long as we keep doing that. Well, see, that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to put too much hyzer, but at the same time, if you don't put enough, you're going to slam into that tree. Here we go. This is looking good. Hit those chains. Yeah, buddy. There's the ace. There you go. I like this line. I think it's one I'm going to start using unless the wind's pretty crazy, but it's actually in the daily right now, so I chained out in the daily. So I've already used it a few times and like what I see. Almost got back to back. I thought that was going in, but anyways, let's move on to hole number 4. That was hole number 3. Appreciate you watching me. Play some DGV.